The officiating crew: Tom O'Neill, David Hall, and Jerry Pollard. Into the hands of Sean May. Quickly, Jackie Manuel.
And Vern Lundquist. Villanova goes. And they will see a lot of variations. Matchup, straight zone.
Here's Jackie Manuel guarded by Mike Nardi. Manuel into the hands of Sean May. Kicks it out. Felton for three. Rebound in the hands of Alan Ray for Villanova.
They made them take time, and that's very important. How about this time?
Alan Ray has really had problems scoring in this tournament. That'll be out Raymond Felton, and it'll be Villanova ball. Will Sheridan, take a look at the sizes on the left side for Villanova. 6'2", 6 foot, 6'1", and 6'3". That all caused, it's like Rupp's runs from Kentucky.
That's what it reminds you of. Larry Conley in that crowd, Pat Riley. I think I could be the power forward. You could be the small forward on that lineup. But they will play hard. They can take you off the dribble. Very good with the bounce.
Here's Randy Foy, one of the four guards. Foy launches one and cans it for two, just inside the three-point line.
And these kids are confident, Vern. Here's that three-quarter press. They don't want them to shoot quickly. They've got to recover, or this is going to happen.
Will Sheridan, hell ball. Possession arrow, Villanova. Just in case you don't know the story, Curtis Sumter, outstanding player for this Villanova team, went down with a left knee injury twice in the game last weekend against Florida. Torn ACL. He will have surgery at a later date.
And what a talent, too, Vern. It's very sad. He's had a tough year with injuries. This is the isolation. They are unabashed as Foy knocks it down. You got to stay up on them. They freeze you with the dribble, back dribble, and shoot it.
Randy Foy, 5 points and a 5-0 lead.
A little small change. Could have been Nardi on the reach down.
It was. Nardi with his first. Non-shooting foul to be inbounded. A 5-0 start. Randy Foy. And here's North Carolina into Rashad McCants has it now.
Ooh, what a breakdown. I think they got to go inside either with the dribble. These kids are competitive. And McCants, one of the truly great talents. Lowry picks up that one, I believe, on the drive. I think they can go to May with regularity. I get that feeling he could power up, cause Sheridan some problems with fouls.
Sean May, fresh from a monster game. He and Marvin Williams both with double-doubles in the win over Iowa State down in Charlotte last week, the second-round win. Here's Felton.
Nice.
Underneath, there's May.
And that's May gave the ball up, got a screen, and got himself right to the rim. Terrific play.
On the floor, here's Mike Nardi from Linden, New Jersey, outside the Philadelphia area. Nardi, the sophomore, along with Foy, Ray, Kyle Lowry, a freshman, getting his third start of the season. Nice trap. Here's Nardi.
How about that recovery?
Block from Manuel.
How about that recovery? You think you got a layup. May now down screens here and just stays as they trail the dribble. Great drag with the bounce. The big fella sending it in early.
Nardi will inbound for Villanova. Wildcats playing in the NCAA tournament first time since '99. Here's Ray. He is now 1 for 20 in the NCAA tournament. 1 for 20. McCants. And the foul occurs before the shot.
Now, if he's a shooter, which he is, Ray can't even think about that. It's like missing a putt. You got to do it again. This team really sticks the jump shot, so they hopefully will get him out of this slump. They need all four of the little guys to be threats.
Alan Ray missing 2 in this game. And he is the leading scorer for Villanova on the season with a 16.5 average.
And Felton trying to establish May. They go solo. Wow.
And one. Sheridan with a foul.
A little power. Well, his daddy was a face-up jump shooter, and a very good one at that. Player of the year in '76, but this is just tough to leave a guy alone. You mentioned the way May is playing lately. He is just physically overpowering.
Now Jason Frazier comes on the court, 6'10", replacing Kyle Lowry, the 6-foot guard. Frazier with a wonderful game. last week. Has been reduced to a subs role because of recurrent injuries, but he had 21 points and 15 rebounds in 30 minutes off the bench in the win over Florida last week. And we're tied at 5.
The trouble with Frazier, they can't practice him, so it's really inhibited his growth as an offensive player. They will try to establish him, I think. Make May guard you. I think that's one of the key elements when you play this club.
Well, you were right when you said Alan Ray will keep shooting.
Hey, that's the name of the game. I'll take you out if you stop, I'm sure Jay is saying to him.
Felton, nope. May, Frazier, rebound, Villanova. The Wildcats, they're not afraid of running.
Not at all, and they will take that early quick shot. They just got to be careful if it's not a good shot.
Marvin Williams getting ready to make his first appearance on the floor, the freshman from Bremerton, Washington. Here's Foy, jumper. Oh,
boy. Is that agonizing? If you're a Wildcat fan, they've slowed Carolina down, though. Not able for the quick push, but this is a nice play. Oh, I thought he was going to complete it to May.
Well, this one took a trip around the equator. Started at Cairo, got off at Quito, Ecuador.
And you've been to all those places.
7-5, Villanova. Nardi, Foy, Ray, Frazier, and Sheridan on the floor.
See the face guarding here. McCants back to the ball. They're just trying to take Ray out of the play.
Jumper, Foy. Yes.
They love this, Fern. I mean, they don't want any big guys, these kids. Just give it to me. A little nylon. Playing with confidence.
Randy Foy, the junior out of Newark, New Jersey. McCants.
Tough shot under duress.
Sheridan rebound. And Foy's going to walk it up. Jay Wright up off the bench, chatting with his club.
Well, Jay feels the TV timeout's really important for his team. Plenty of time to rest, but don't want to run ragged.
Here's Foy. Oh, my!
Woo! That was from Newark, New Jersey, that baby. What a confident stroke he has. East side, best.
Already 11 points for the junior out of Newark.
Nice
There's
pass.
the dish underneath the Williams and a foul. Will Sheridan. Randy Foy, 4 of 5. Villanova by 8. There's Curtis Sumter on the bench, the junior from Brooklyn. Left knee injury last week, midway through the first half when he went over Florida.
And they're going to rehab him physically so it's as stronger than the good leg. They did that with Kyle Lowry, if I'm not mistaken, Vern. And he got back quicker after the operation than they expected. So they're hoping the same thing works for Sumter.
Yeah, Curtis Sumter, leading rebounder. And 22-7 record with him. Boy, he was off to a great start last week.
A truly terrific talent. And yet these kids are stepping up. The one fear I have, can you make these jump shots all game long from deep? And here's a little switch of the D. 2-2-1.
Nardi across the timeline in the corner. Ray and the rebound for Felton. They want to run. McCants with a leak out. They find McCants in the corner.
And Villanova, once again, gets back quickly, straight up.
May, little soft jumper.
He just, everything, it softly hits the palm. I mean, he's just a guy that catches everything, understands time and space, a little freeze with the shoulder. And Frazier, who's a terrific shot blocker, unable to get it, Vern.
Mentioned his dad, Scott May, who was the leader of that 76 team. This one's off the mark for Alan Ray. And here comes Carolina running again. Felton. Frazier. There's Williams from outside. Chases down his own long rebound. The dish a little too far to the left. Sean May.
I talked like that, just softly, the one-handed stab. This is what makes him special. He's got great shoulders, so he can distance himself from the defender and just holds the guy, and then the release.
Dad Scott is here somewhere among this crowd of 30,700. He can't sit and watch, so he paces.
Yeah. A lot of dads like this. Nice denial by May to Frazier. I think you got to make Sean keep busy.
Randy Foy.
This is their ISO. They just stand still.
Jumper in and out. That was Kyle Lowry, who's back. And Frazier muscles his way up and will shoot a free throw.
I'll tell you, he reached a long way with that wingspan, but a soft enough jump shot. First to penetration, the kick to Lowry. Now look at that. Full extension, maybe a 39 sleeve length, and knocks this baby down and gets to the free throw line. They do need second opportunities, Vern. You just can't chuck it, duck it, and expect this Carolina team not to score at the other end.
Frazier only a 61% free throw shooter. This one saved by Randy Foye.
You've got to get all of those things when you're playing a superior talented team.
Nardi with Felton going for the steal. It's knocked out of bounds by Raymond Felton.
I think they got a foul on
they
that
did.
sideline.
Yes.
I think Williams may have been involved on a hold on the screen down. Not that Williams?
Marvin Williams, and that's his second. Sean May is out. Marvin Williams stays on. Jawad Williams comes back. They are coached, of course, by Roy Williams. How about Lowry?
Whoa! The blow by to the tin. Does he have some smoke when he turns the corner?
Kyle Lowry. Here's Felton at the other end. Rebound Frazier. That's 3 rebounds for Jason Frazier. He had 15 a week ago. Kyle Lowry, number 13, the freshman out of Philadelphia, played basketball at Cardinal Dougherty High School, and celebrating his 19th birthday today. He's got the ball right now.
This is his game, getting in the lane, either finishing or dishing. Drive, draw, and take it yourself.
And now he's John with Rashad McCants.
He's got to look up to him to do it.
I mean, he is in his face as they came back down.
He's got to be careful, and they are getting those entry lanes here, and that's dangerous. And a high-low from Williams.
Blocked by Frazier, a 10-point Villanova lead. Lowry wants it back. Loses it. Here comes Carolina running. Nardi's back. McCants pull-up jumper. Not there. Foye rebound.
And what a rebounder he is, Vern. 5 a game. The little guy playing like a power forward. But right here, a little cross. Timmy Hardaway. Well, maybe per Washington. We're in Syracuse. And here, taking it right to the teeth of the defense, separating and able with strength to convert.
Wow.
He's a powerful kid, isn't he? And very comfortable. Well, they were standing on the sideline. The refs wanted everybody to sit down. Boy, Jay has his kids primed today. They're just ready, aren't they?
Well, he told us yesterday at the shoot-around, these kids don't know that they're overmatched. They really believe.
And they were all talking about the fast breaking and making sure that they got themselves back. They felt they had worked hard all year on it.
Now Nardi back on the floor. Randy Foye gets a rest. And the ball inbounded by North Carolina. They've yet to hit one from 3-point range. They're 0 for 5. Here's David Noel. Here's May. Pump fake. Travel. 10-point Villanova lead.
Open middle. Drive. Turn the corner and create for somebody. Nardi just using some clock here. I think that's what they have to do every once in a while. Make them work. They got a 5-second count.
Raymond Felton making his presence felt defensively.
I had said to you off air, do you think he's as quick as Allen Iverson was in college? I mean, it's in that league, Vern, if it isn't.
That's a heck of a comparison.
Wow, he's just extraordinary. And Dean Smith in his heyday, they ran, and Roy has over the years at Kansas even pushed the steam and the speed up considerably. Jacques Vaughn is a guy he had out there that turned the engine up, and now they got Felton, who's maybe the best in the country. They got May on the duck-in hold on Frazier. This is a tough beginning for Roy right now. You know, excuse me, May on that walk, by the way, Vern. Villanova had pulled his shirt, and then he walked. Pretty good camp. Tough way to stop him.
19-9, under 12 to go in the first half. Here's Lowry. Pull-up jumper. He got another.
Oh, this kid is just a tough out. Very competitive.
Got his 3rd start tonight. He had 15 off the bench in the win over Florida. There's May, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Kyle Lowry. How about 6-foot Kyle Lowry getting caught in the matchup against Sean May?
He's not afraid to step in on the defensive end or counter on the offensive end. Tough.
11:39 to go, first half, 21-9, a perfect start for Jay Wright and the Villanova Wildcats.
Incredible. I mean, perfect game plan. They played confidently, great preparation, going at them and then pulling it out. He told both of us the toughest kids he's ever coached. And he's been around a few. You got Hofstra, he had some very talented kids. Of course, longtime assistant for Rolando Massimino. They're all down in Florida. Rolly and his children enjoying this one.
This is May misses the second, and Frazier with another rebound. This is the 20th anniversary of the Villanova championship game. 1985, they defeated Georgetown 66-64. Rolly Massimino, the coach there, said he had 21 radio interviews.
And he loved every one of them.
You bet.
Probably charged for half of them. He's got the Max going tonight, Mary Jane, I'm sure. And what a start for them.
Randy Foy, 4 of 5, pull-up jumper from 3. This one doesn't go. And here comes Felton, and he'll run it in the middle. And the adjustment gets the follow.
He should have run it out. Look at May go after that.
Oh, boy.
Give me that. Oh, is that toughness personified? I mean, he goes 3, 4, 5 feet for rebounds.
Whistle.
I think timeout for Jay.
Timeout. Sean May, 10 of North Carolina's 12. They still trail by 9.
And how about this effort? You know, if you switch to protein and got off carbohydrates, Vern Lundquist, you could attack the rim. How about the one-handed snag there? Just such an aggressive performer. Physically, he reminds me of Wes Unseld. And yet he's got finesse and face-up shots. This is a loaded talent. They go zone 2-3.
Foy and Nardi, the guards, along with Allen Ray. And 2 bigs on now, Frazier. And here's the skip pass. Jumper, not there. Melvin Scott, one of the seniors for North Carolina, has it. Felton, right side, Jackie Manuel. Into the corner. Jawad Williams, another of the seniors. He screens for Scott. Scott takes the 3. Got it.
Frazier was afraid to come out. They were in their junk defense. They scramble around. This 2-3 zone, Sherman did a great job screening the last time. They're going to have to get some touches inside. We'll match up on the shooters.
See the Carolina fans behind the Tar Heel bench. They stand now. Allen Ray off the dribble, kick out. Nardi. It's there.
I'll tell you what,
2.
he has been making shots. I mean, confidently. They get him in that slot, little drive, get the attention of 2, and kick it.
Scott looks inside for May. There's the help defense coming from Allen Ray. Out of bounds, Villanova ball.
Everybody can shoot the ball. They put so much pressure on you. You got to match up. Even if you're in the zone, you got to stay on them. You can't assist as much. And of course, the dribble created the havoc on the defense.
Kyle Lowry back on the floor. You see Nardi's numbers. Had 15 in the Florida win last week.
They switch right away after that jumper by Nardi to the man-to-man.
Foul's going to be called on Sean May.
He's got a little hook, you know. Frazier, it's sad, really. The wrist, the tendonitis, the foot, the hand when he came back this year. Inability to practice. He hasn't developed the smoothness necessary or the step. Where Jay said they just can't do it to him.
Non-shooting foul. And Foy will chase this one down. Jackie Manuel back with him.
Well, you better be quick on the floor tonight. We have some coverage.
Foy. Walking foul, Jackie Manuel. Defensive all-ACC again this year.
Well, he can really guard a guy, just didn't get quite to the baseline to turn him.
Team fouls now 5 for North Carolina. Villanova already is committed. Here's Foy with a turnaround, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Woo. This one was a little bit of a mystery. When you own the court, you call this one at the end of a game. McCants looking like in disbelief. You know, they take pride in guarding without fouling, and that's you don't want to put people on the foul line. Give them easy ones.
Tonight on The Late Show, Dave welcomes Vin Diesel. And Dave recaps a day in the life of the Michael Jackson trial. Tonight on The Late Show, right here on CBS. Randy Foye shoots one more. Substitution, Alan Ray back in the floor, replacing Foye. This is a quartet of juniors. Foye, Ray, Curtis Sumter, Jason Frazier. Really the cornerstone of this rebuilding effort for Jay Wright's team.
Sort of stepped up at the end of the year. Came in with good chemistry, good feel.
Here's Felton in the lane. Rebound May. Off the glass and good.
Now he made that opportunity for Felton. The ability to get in the lane is something Felton possesses, but May occupied two people, and then his recovery, incredible.
12 points for Sean May. And the lead is 7, Villanova. Ray, Lowry.
Ooh, what a look.
How about that one? And a clean block from Jackie Manuel.
And that's why he's known for his defense. Great reaction.
Offense.
They just can't get started right now. And you can see some of the expression. McCants has put his hands over his head. Not in disgust with his teammate, but just the inability to get any smoothness out of their offense.
24-17. Villanova jumped off to a 5-point lead. North Carolina tied it up. Then the Wildcats scored 8 unanswered, and they've led ever since. There's the screen from Sheridan. Ray fires, got it.
And Vern, that's the 1-3-1 zone. And that little gap there, you've got to come way out from the foul line to attack that guy. Can't give them clean looks.
Second basket. Here's McCants at the other end. In and out. Kyle Lowry, the 6-footer, with a rebound.
And Jay pulls the plug.
Yes, he does.
Slow
it down. Nardi comes back to put the play in motion.
Now your wing guys have to play people who are great with the ball. That's too spacing's terrible. We got to call timeout. Wow, that's like our dinner table. Goodness, we got too many people and not enough cash.
Oh dear. 7:19 to go, first half. Time called. Villanova up by 10. Also on the staff, as Bill mentioned, of Villanova. Grew up in the Philly area, graduate of Bucknell, and said he was in tears watching that Villanova victory over Georgetown in 1985. Here comes Villanova, North Carolina running it.
That's what they have to do. Get a little smoothness. Look at that penetration. Oh, he didn't have to reach down. Excellent call. Frazier, bigger, can elevate.
Time called. 7 minutes to go, first half. They can't hit it tonight. Sean May with 5 of 6 and 12 points, and the rest of the Carolina Tar Heels 1 of 13.
Roy wasn't happy with the way they played in the ACC. You know, didn't pass the ball well, really struggled, but had a couple of good days of practice. Only 19 assists in the 2 ACC tourney games. They averaged that a game. So that's their basketball. They've got to find their stride right now. And usually the stride is Felton creating and getting it in tight.
Raymond Felton misses 2 free throws, 6:54 to go, and the score still 27-17. Marcus Austin has come on now. One of the seniors for Villanova, a seldom used postman.
Steps, yeah, you got to call that. And good, solid defense, Manuel.
Only the 3rd Villanova turnover of the first half.
Big thing is they've tightened up defensively, Carolina. They get themselves worked back into the game, create a tough early shot, and get a run out. Good post up here. This is using a great out of a timeout, huh?
Yes.
I guess that's why he's won a few games, that man.
Roy Williams has won more games through the first 17 years of his career than any coach in college basketball history. And now he is up, and he is screaming at one of his players. I'm not sure which one.
Well, I think one was playing man-to-man. He wants this 1-3-1 zone. They are using the clock judiciously.
Boy.
Until they get an open look from 18.
Another 3 for Randy Foye. 15 points already in the game. McCants There was Marcus Austin, and that forced the pass.
He went the wrong way with that. And Williams, uptick team as they rotate players off the Carolina bench. It's very tough for you to stay in that defensive stance, and guys are taking long jump shots. You want to get it and go, but you've got to stay basic.
Randy Foy backs it out. Jason Frazier on the floor, guarded by David Noel. Here's Foy. Baseline, kick out. Ray. Mike Nardi with the jumper. And McCants on the springboard.
And right to the rim, Noel.
Pull up, Felton. Yes.
And that helped the jump shooter. Noel sprinting down the middle of the floor. And that's what they want. Bang, get it out. Hit somebody at the rim.
North Carolina in transition is a dangerous animal. Felton was 0 for 6 until he hit that one. And the margin of difference is 8. Will Sheridan, number 50.
There's not a lot of screens. It's all the breakdown, and here's the help. Unfortunately, the scrape, the foul by Noel. It's so important that your bigs run the floor because you know that Carolina's going to match him. And right at the rim is Noel. You've got to recognize help before you close out on the shooter. Just good, solid early offense by Carolina.
Randy Foy at the line. Fred Hill, the assistant coach, said he charted 6 games of North Carolina, 75 possessions in which the shot was taken in 10 seconds or less.
That's incredible, isn't it? A push, but it's really orchestrated beautifully. I mean, it's fun to watch when they're humming and on their game, but it all starts on the defensive principles. They feel they can take you out of anything you want. I think this is very hard for them. 3 guys on the perimeter trying to beat you one-on-one. Takes away a lot of the help principles because they can shoot on a kick.
McCants, fade away, off the rim. Sheridan grabs the rebound. He's got 5 rebounds now.
He has come along this year. He's been a solid contributor for this team. Little face-up 15-footer on occasion. Guards, and obviously rebounds.
McCants, great job defensively on Ray. He'll take it. Still can't find his shot. He's cammed too, but he's missed.
Oh, we got an injury down here. Is that Noel?
It is Noel.
Yeah.
So he would have retired with only 878 wins.
He's still mad at us because we didn't return the game, and that's that graphic alluding to the push and the quick shot within 10 seconds. He said we wouldn't return the game to Chapel Hill. I think he was afraid to go out with me after the game was the real problem.
McCants blocked. Scott has it.
Looking at the space and give the guy the opening and the opportunity. And Williams, sort of one of the unsung guys, I think, Jawad, on this team.
Roy Williams expressing some concern about Jawad Williams. He did not have a good ACC tournament, nor has he really played up to his form in the NCAAs. Bothered by a hip flexor and a little bit of a groin pull. Well, now Carolina's pulled within 8. Nardi. Tough shot.
That's going to get you in trouble.
Yes.
It should go to Carolina. Yeah, good call. You make those mistakes, you pay for them.
North Carolina down by 8. 3.5 to go. Back in Syracuse, 32-24. Felton Williams, Marvin Williams, who has not been a factor in the first half, is joined by Jawad Williams. Sean May getting a rest right now. Marvin Williams into the lane, off the mark.
That's a nice pop by him, Verno.
That's for 3, and it won't go. And a Villanova rebound.
And that was that 2-3 zone. That wasn't the match. They're doing a lot of different looks, but I think you've got to keep them on edge if possible. There's a high-low going. Sheridan gives it off to Allen Ray. Turnaround. Boy, that's a tough shot. It sure is. That's the last couple of trips. Boston was underneath loading up for Villanova, too. And McCants was right there. Here's Williams. His 3 not going to fall. Jawad Williams. Marvin Williams. Yes, indeed. That's why they love him at Chapel Hill. That big smile and that big game. Extraordinary performer. Now Roy Williams up, urging his team on. They have clawed their way back within 5. They trail by 12.
at 21-9.
Again, can you make them all game? And that's the tough part.
Lowry, he'll penetrate. He's not going to shoot that three. But he can't penetrate because Raymond Felton was right there.
And you know, Vern, they've stepped up their excellent man-to-man defense right now. Felton's going to get him into a pushing situation. Lowry's got to be careful. They do a great job face guarding, don't they?
Oh, you bet. 10 on the shot clock. Mike Nardi getting ready to come back in for Villanova. Foy bumped.
Another tough shot. 3 in a row.
Rebound, Marvin Williams. Here comes Carolina. Felton, crossover, penetration, the dish, offensive foul.
Left his feet. Did a great job, maybe a little too deep before the decision. And he is a terrific decision maker. Villanova has to do all these little things. Step up, and once you lean forward, it's going to go against you. Tough little, they got an open opportunity. Once he gets in the lane, he understands what kind of a pass to deliver. Seldom does he make that kind of mistake.
David Noel is back on the floor now, so the injury that he sustained, temporary. Marvin Williams will head to the bench. Sean May is still there. And Randy Foy walks it up. 27-32, 1:18 to go. Villanova has not gotten one from the field in the last 4.5 minutes. They still haven't.
They got a hold on the rebound. That one was going to the rim. Just not soft enough. Jay's game plan, though, has been solid, I think. And they just can't compete on the glass. I think mixing the defenses up has caused some problems. Do you think he's ever worked in the yard or gotten dirty? I mean, just amazing.
You know, just a passing thought, Bill, he dresses a little better than you and me.
Oh, my goodness.
He looks a little better than you and me.
He does have a lot more going than we do. He and Hugo are very tight.
Oh, goodness. 32-27, 65 seconds to go.
Two young guys trying to get their teams to move on. A little hold here, small change. Felton doesn't believe it. Using those baseline rubs, Nardi able to run the baseline. That's one of those Roy doesn't like because it gives him a chance to get a couple, and this puts him in he'll get another opportunity to get the basketball as well.
Second personal foul, Mike Nardi at the free throw line. Over the course of the year, hasn't been there that often, only 31 of 39, but 80%.
Crazy thing about Carolina, when they lost to Santa Clara, I happened to be in Maui. They had the toughest practice I've ever seen without punishing drills.
And that was the loss was in their first game of the year.
On the way, Felton didn't play, as we know. Great win for Santa Clara in their program. But the practice got them to understand. They went back to basics. And I'm told Roy did it this week again. They won 14 games after that Santa Clara loss, so it was an effective tool.
29-4 is this North Carolina team. Top seed. They've not led in this ball game. They were tied at 5.
Tough match for Sheridan out that far. Nice.
Beautiful pass.
How about the patience, Fern, huh? Under the rim. Noel with a great find.
Final 30 seconds, first half. At one point, Villanova led 21-9. They'll play for the final shot.
And they go 1-3-1. They're liable to get a slot jumper that's a little bit above the elbow.
Jawad Williams in the middle. Here's Nardi. Allen Ray penetrates.
Tough shot again.
Yes, it was. Reverse won't fall.
Oh, that was big. Big rebound. Got to put it away.
Second-ranked team in the land trails by 4. That's the end of the first half. Largest halftime deficit overcome. 3 points 3 times. They are 29-4 for the season. Bill mentioned that opening season loss to Santa Clara.
And right now it's the first time they've done the little wrinkle that caused the turnover. Weren't ready. Even the good ones get a little flustered when you throw a change into the look.
Raymond Felton's third turnover of the ball game.
Well, Carolina's got to get the engine going, rev it up. Indianapolis 500, get the motor humming. And the Cats have to pick and choose.
Randy Foy. Sheridan, Nardi in the corner. Allen Ray, 2 for 10 in the first half to continue his shooting slump. There's the crossover. Kick out to Nardi. Jackie Manuel in good defensive position there. How about the rebound from Kyle Lowry?
Now the power forward for the Wildcats. Well, you do it with your heart. You got a ticker, you compete, and they have performed admirably.
Lowry, number 13, started this game, his 3rd start of the year. Off the bench in the win over Florida, he was really significant, 15 points. Look at him get on the elevator for this one.
A trampoline act here, soaring, his timing extraordinary. While everybody stood still, who's up there by the tin? The little guy.
McCants picks up his 2nd foul. Here's Ray, jumper.
Wow, that's tough to catch it like that. Look at this. And they get the timeout. They give them the timeout.
Yes, indeed.
The heads-up play. Tough to shoot it after that catch.
Kyle Lowry. The lead is still 4. Illinois.
You never know, huh? Everybody knocks leagues during the course of the year. Nice catch here again.
They are taking some awfully quick, ill-advised shots.
I would say that's the 6th one since before the half and into this half. Look at this is what they got to do. Use their power. Just off. That's a great play, though. You got to hang in there. Roy, he's applauding on the sideline. I don't blame him. That was a wonderful sequence. You just don't close the deal.
Congratulations to Bruce Weber in Illinois and Tom Izzo in Michigan State. They are in along with Bo Ryan's Wisconsin team. Wisconsin will meet the winner of this one. West Virginia is playing Louisville. That's for 2. And the lead is back to 6.
Look at the post up inside with Williams. Looks like he has his son in front of him on the other side.
Felton. Big basket.
It's amazing that they can't get the ball inside, but that does help. Should loosen it up for the big guys.
35-32. Villanova with a 12-point lead at one point. They jumped out 5-0. North Carolina has not led in this ballgame. Randy Foy, 19 points.
Tough shot. Manuel, great defense, and now the run out. Nice
Belton,
look.
Manuel, Lowry rejected by Will Sheridan. No, it was Allen Ray. And McCants
finally lights it up. He's been struggling. Not making shots. 1 for 6. That's his 2nd field goal.
It was tied at 5. It's now tied at 35.
A little side pick and pop for Foy. That's a Sumter play, but they don't have Sumter. And right now,
but they got something.
Oh, they sure have it. They got it perking.
Randy Foy, 22 points, 5 of 10 from long range. Oh my goodness, clean block supplied by Jawad Williams on Kyle Lowry.
Trying to free McCants up.
There's Nardi with a slap. And a hell ball, possession arrow, Villanova.
Well, we mentioned they do a lot of ISO, but once in a while you'll get that side pick and roll. And who is it? The little guy, the power forward, gets 5 rebounds a game. A little nylon from deep. Lowry drags 2, delivers, and then the punch.
Jason Frazier back on now for Villanova. 21-15 in the win last week, replacing Curtis Sumter. Frazier, the oft-injured, very talented young man.
And just a quick thought, Billy Cunningham, Rolly Massimino, 2 friends. We spoke to both of them last night.
Right.
Billy announced to all the Villanova guys, Matty Moorhan, and of course, Rolly, I'm not speaking to you till Saturday. Meaning he wants to see the outcome of this game. And right now, they're in a state of flux down there. These two teams and their kids are playing great.
Here's Lowry, too strong. Billy not only said he wasn't speaking to him, he also, I guess, here's the McCants fake. Felton into the corner.
Nice.
Noel.
Strong.
May.
Look at this kid go after it, though.
Wow.
I mean, it is a tough area of the floor. You talk about tough neighborhoods. No police out there. You just got to compete, stick your nose in there, and power to the tin.
Billy Cunningham in 64, 65, one of the great players in North Carolina history, lives in Philadelphia. So he and Rollie have a friendship that goes back years and years.
Lukewarm sometimes.
I know. When I said that, I thought I don't want to misinterpret.
How about right now, they're doing a great job, the Tar Heels. Billy Cunningham's Tar Heels getting it inside.
Sean May with 30 career double-doubles. Billy Cunningham had 40 in a row.
Well, they've had some great players in both these institutions.
Now here's Jason Frazier, the double, and the steal from David Noel.
Oh, what a play here.
Lowry again. He is some spitfire.
He was hiding behind the eye. He was so tiny they couldn't see him.
Kyle Lowry off the dribble. The dish. Hello.
Wow. Drawing the attention with the bounce. Jay Wright has his guys playing great basketball. Being in the right position, coming up with a steal, and why not get into the lane? The little guy that could. Send it in, big fella. That's good. By him being in the right spot. Great anticipation.
Look at the points off turnover, 18-2.
Ooh. And just when North Carolina, it looks like they're getting the ball inside, doing good things, Villanova counters. Nice kick out.
There's Felton.
Oh, they got to push.
Foul is on Sean May. Now Roy Williams has shed the jacket.
Yeah, it's getting serious right now. You know that. Less than 15. Can't pull away. Not a consistent trip.
North Carolina lost that season opener en route to Maui that Bill referred to Santa Clara. Then their losses have come in the ACC at Wake Forest, at Duke, and there's another one. They lost to Georgia Tech in the ACC, and Roy Williams said they really appeared disinterested. They got the fire back in the NCAA with easy wins, average of 27.5 in their 2 wins over Oakland. But boy, they have their hands full tonight.
And May was the guy that said they were, oh, what a tough. Ouch. He got faked. Oh, let's hope he's okay. Felton over there. Nardi just faked and responded. Ooh. Nice little kick out here, gives the open look, but look at that pump fake, what it can do, and that's just a tough play as the crowd reacts as well. Unfortunately, nobody hurt on this one. But I think it was Sean May that said we were jolly-lagging.
Lollygagging.
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 And Roy said he never knew that word till I got the job. That's one of his words.
Here's May.
Look at this.
Bump and no call, and he missed it from point-blank range.
That's unbelievable, isn't it?
That might be an omen.
Wow. And Villanova has a past history, as you alluded to earlier.
Here's Nardi. Crowd was ready to erupt on that one. But the offensive board, Randy Foy. And I just looked over at Raymond McCants and his body language, Bill, which is always, it seems to me, an indicator of where his mind is.
Right, he has really been a little disgusted at some of the plays, but also Villanova with the long rebound. The advantage for the long rebound is to the shooting team, but you get opportunities like this. Is it fatigue? It might be, because they're banging heads. It's just too easy for her. That is unbelievable, and that's the way it goes. So you got to fight through it, and I think that's why Roy is rotating bodies now.
May sits, so also does Raymond McCants. His shoulders just absolutely slumped. Rashad McCants, beg your pardon. 42-37. And the inbound play, Allen Ray. Into Lowry. Ray jumper.
Tough. And that's Manuel right there. That's one you got to pass on. One of the great defenders.
Will Sheridan fell down.
Pretty look. Go strong.
Marvin Williams. Clean block. Kyle Lowry.
How about the stick-to-itiveness of this club? They're not going to concede anything, whether it's size or not. This is one of those weekend games where you don't want to go off the court. You're going to play with all your heart. Terrific anticipation in the quick hands.
Villanova still up by 5. This is the 20th time in NCAA tournament play. There's the up and under, and a rejection by Frazier. Off the glass and good.
A little kiss by one of the Williams. How about the reaction by Frazier? He was faked and still stayed tall to get a piece.
As I mentioned, the 20th time that Villanova, since seeding began in '79, that they have faced a higher seeded team. They've won 12 and lost only 8. 2 of those wins over number 1s in 1985, the run to the championship. But here's Felton. We're tied again, tied at 42.
Well, Sheridan got the open look. He made one earlier. They got the run out on it, and a good opportunity. Roy really down, getting after his guys to reach back. Big trip.
Roy Williams in a crouch and urging his team on with clenched fists.
He's asking for the hook at the other end. He's got his arm wrapped around.
Foul on Felton.
One of the great competitors.
Number 3 on Felton. Nardi will rest for Villanova. Randy Foye back on the floor.
You know, when you're as good as Carolina has been for quite a number of years, everybody's looking for you. They're going to come prepared. And your guys may not meet that emotional level each evening. It takes a while. You've got to be resourceful. I think the substituting has helped them.
Reach in foul, Villanova.
And Jay working on the other sideline.
Randy Foye. Time call. Tied at 42. 5 turnovers in this one. North Carolina has turned it over 12 times. North Carolina has never led in the game. They've got a chance here.
And Frazier feels he got all ball. He's applauded. That's good composure. A nice little turn. Felton turns the corner. A little post feed here. And Frazier maintains his balance beautifully. Saying he got him with a little bit of a body bump, but it's such presence in that low post defensively.
Marvin Williams goes to a line where he is an 84% free throw shooter for the year. 2 of 2 tonight. That is the first North Carolina lead. North Carolina by 2.
Well, now you've got to get good shots and use some clock as well, I think. Some inside out. They go with that 1-3-1 zone now. Juwan Williams has to run the baseline.
Randy Foye, he's got 22 points. Offensive foul.
And out on the top of the key was Lowry begging for the ball. All he had to do was pop it out. And Jay becoming more animated, a little slippage on some shot selection. And right now, stepping up the pressure, getting the ball closer to the 10 on each trip. Carolina.
11:22 to go. North Carolina going after its 30th win of the season and a return to the Elite 8. Melvin Scott on the floor, one of the seniors. So is Jawad Williams, who has the ball here.
There's their man-to-man, a lot of motion. And a right out by Sheridan.
That's 4 on Frazier. Oh, I beg your pardon, it's Sheridan. And Sheridan is second.
It's tough for big guys to do that. And they ride a dribbler. You really have to have quick feet. The best I can remember doing it was Patrick Ewing. Could really blitz a pick and roll.
Speaking of Villanova, Georgetown.
Ooh, I didn't mean to bring it up, Rolly. There's that slice cut, Williams.
Felton, nice entry pass. Wow. There's the rejection from Frazier.
Well, he changes everything. If he doesn't get it, you don't shoot as well.
Jay Wright telling us that when he can practice, that's where he does practice.
Oh,
and there's Lowry.
Tough, feisty kid. Getting back to Foy's penetration, they give me would have gotten a good look the last trip.
Felton splits 2. Oh, what a nice touch.
Oh, how about that? The teardrop.
North Carolina back on top by 2.
Got to keep that kid out of the lane. And he just breaks you down.
Randy Foye, Lowry, Frazier, Sheridan, Allen Ray on the floor for the Wildcats. Ray, Lowry. No call.
Must be Williams on the top side that got him. You're that size, you really got to have an opening and an option if you're Lowry. You get in a little bit too close, and look at all the bigs come over. Great reaction defensively, and then on the top side, the giveaway.
That's going to put Jason Frazier at the line. Bill mentioned earlier just an overwhelming litany of injuries. He's had 3 knee surgeries, 2 stress fractures. And on January the 11th, the night they won an overtime game against Providence, Jason Frazier said his hand hurt as they were on the plane. It turned out to be a broken bone in his hand, a screw inserted in his thumb. That was the same night of the plane ride that was 12 minutes of terror for this Villanova team. Had an emergency landing, 36 people on board, and a memory for each of those 36 that will last a lifetime.
And all the kids we have spoken to the last couple of weeks saying what an impact it's had and how they're relishing their youth. And right now, the advantage going inside with May. He's able to finish.
3-point North Carolina lead, 9:35 to go.
And just to finish on Frazier, Jay said the poise of this gentleman, he never complained about any of the injuries, always a happy face. Nice glow about him.
Randy Foye, Kyle Lowry. Nardi's back on the floor. Gets it back outside. 5 on the shot clock. Randy Foye launches one.
He thought that was good. Good hustle.
Yes, he did. In the corner, May tracks it down. North Carolina, no numbers. Good job of getting back by Villanova.
And they have done that all evening long.
That's the key, right?
Absolutely. You got to minimize their quickness, the way they push the ball.
McCants. Nardi with a foul.
Tough shot.
Third foul on Nardi.
What they're doing is using the dribble like Villanova's been doing, and McCants can complement Felton. Those two then can break him down. It moves the big people. They got to step up. It opens, it cleans the backboard. It's an opportunity for a tip.
That will put Rashad McCants at the line. 72% free throw shooter. One more. Alan Ray back on for Villanova. And Jason Frazier will get a rest.
You know, you mentioned McCants earlier. I think he's really grown up.
Right.
I think Roy and he have really arrived at a point in his life where he understands what it takes to be part of a well-oiled team. Temperament's been good. And right now they're back in the 1-3-1.
Largest lead of the ball game.
This is one where I think Villanova can get a clean look if they're patient, because you got to run baseline up if you're the wing guy.
There's McCants. Jump stop.
And they got the pull. They give it to Felton. On the reach in, the rake.
Rashad McCants is trying to raise his arm, saying, give it to me.
Well, he knows how important Felton is.
It's on Felton, and that's number 4.
And that's why McCants had the hand up. And right away, now they go to Thomas. Youngster that got that start out in Santa Clara.
Quentin Thomas, the freshman out of Oakland. That would be Quentin Isaiah Thomas.
And I wonder why. Every guard. Let's see, they got...
And Raymond Felton on the North Carolina bench, having picked up his 4th foul. Felton with 4. Williams and May 3 apiece.
That's a perfect trap, and they get the jump ball. Wow, is May active? That's the juice in this team, I think. This guy getting his body in shape last summer, coming back, his impact, his running ability, his aggressive play, his demeanor, doing everything he can to help his team win.
Possession arrow for North Carolina. Quentin Thomas inbounds. Nardi harassing him in the backcourt. Now here's Thomas.
Oh, no, don't go that far.
No.
Yes. Yeah, it was. You can't. You go in the game, you got to have balance. You got to be ready to jump stop. And Roy lamenting that particular trip.
And that's going to be a quick time on the floor for Quentin Thomas. Melvin Scott, the senior, replaces him.
Well, this is one of those times you got to learn, but not at the expense of potentially winning. So a tough situation. And normally Roy would let him play through that, but they got to get control of this game.
Now let's check the 5 on the floor with 8:11 to go. Randy Foye, Kyle Lowry, Mike Nardi, Alan Ray, and Jason Frazier for Villanova.
This may not be a bad time to get Frazier involved on the offensive end, Vern. Give him some touches. See if May will let him go with the 3 fouls.
North Carolina bench has outscored Villanova 14-3. And there's the presence of Sean May. Randy Foye gets it outside to Nardi. Quick hands of Jackie Manuel. Nardi gets it back. The dish. Foye. Oh, what a beautiful shot.
A baby hook. The only thing a guard possesses that can diffuse the big guy. Terrific release. A little smooch.
There's the dish to May at the other end.
Look at May get a hand on it.
Lowry fights for it and gets there. 7:28 to go.
Don't be in a hurry. And he gets the hit. How about this guy? Do it all. Let him get into the band. Play his own music. How do you stop a kid that wants to be aggressive, Vern? Put it on the deck. We've seen him cross it over. Take on all comers. I'm only a rookie.
Kyle Lowry, first free throw of the evening and a chance to notch this one at 50.
And what a way to celebrate it, huh? He's just been outstanding. And here they extend the floor. A different look after each timeout.
Melvin Scott, McCants, perfect.
Oh, is that big? That's a little early dagger and maybe a wake-up call for him. Even though he made the one earlier in the half, nice open look, stepped into the jumper. Look at this guy just going to, they get the bump.
Oh, Scott. They called the foul.
The players thought they got away with it. It was a little bit late. There was a bump, though, Vern. Here's just good handling of the 2-2-1. They post it to middle, kick to the wing, and a little nylon by a guy who can play in or out.
That is the 8th team foul. 2 away from the double bonus, and Lowry goes back to the line. 1-1. Villanova still has turned it over only 7 times. Whoops. North Carolina by 3. Melvin Scott, number 1. Lowry goes for the steal, doesn't get it. Penetration, nice. Right, set up. Gerard Williams, there's Lowry again.
Boy, is he quick to the ball.
6 rebounds for Kyle Lowry.
Emmanuel's done a much better job on Foye, not losing him. And that's one of the few times Frazier's got, and he's ambling up the floor, Vern. He hurt himself on that shot. The knee, the tendonitis, very tough on him.
Jason Frazier, gimpy as he comes back after that miss. Here's McCants.
And Nardi, I think, with the reach, and if they don't give it to Foye on that help, yeah, it was Nardi.
And that's his 4th. Take another look at Jason Frazier's last jump shot.
You think he may have come down awkwardly here as it landed on that right leg and then ambling as he ends up. Giving him some more touches isn't a bad idea, though. Forcing people to guard him, particularly Sean May.
Nardi stays on the floor with his 4th. Frazier also stays out there despite that little limp, that little hop when he came across midcourt. McCants shoots another.
A lot of whooping going on. Each referee's got a set of guys explaining, don't leave early, don't bang him.
Last time these two played in the NCAAs here in Syracuse 14 years ago.
You can see May's strength there as he tries to shove Frazier under the rim in case it's a miss.
Back to a 5-point edge for the Tar Heels of North Carolina as we near the 6-minute mark. Randy Foye, big night. Defensive presence there. Frazier puts it up, rebound. Sean May.
Oh, he almost turns it over here.
Melvin Scott. Raymond Felton on the bench with 4 fouls.
And they go to May right away. Look at this move. Nice pass.
But there was Alan Ray who got a hand in there.
they don't stop hustling, Vern. Extraordinary rotation to help out, and you know you're playing hard when you run out of the footwear. Maybe that's why he was ambling Frazier. That's his shoe.
How about the quick work on the bench? They just heaved it. And a perfect football pass in a basketball game.
That must have just come off. It wasn't off after he came down on his knee.
No. So it just did, and it was conveniently located very close to the Villanova bench.
Well, that's one thing I never did, was jump out of my shoes. I never got up that high.
Villanova, 33% from the field in this half, and look how North Carolina has taken it up a notch. Manuel to inbound. Finds Melvin Scott, the senior guard, #1.
But that was great passing by May, and their interior work is fantastic.
Jumper from 15 feet. McCants offensive board. And a fresh 35.
Good things happen when Sean May touches it.
McCants.
You know, May just took that shot after the whistle.
Right.
And he knew the ref would want the ball. He ran after it. I mean, that's really a nice side of a player.
Foul is called on Randy Foye. That's his fourth.
We knew that could become a dilemma. The fatigue, the isolation, and tough shots. And the fouls.
McCants with another. Largest lead of the night now. McCants perfect at the line. He goes after his sixth.
Saw him loosening up yesterday. He starts about 10 feet behind the three-point line. His ability, the fluidity is incredible on his long jumper, McCants. Great stroke.
Allen Ray, Villanova.
Short on all of them, isn't he? He's under duress. It's tough to get that long jumper off. And he's fighting himself in the backcourt, too.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's just frustrated.
2 of 13 in this game for the leading scorer for the Wildcats, averaging 16.5 points, and he has been in a horrible shooting slump in the 2 games previously played. He was 1 of 18. He's 2 of 13 in this one.
And Randy Foye just gave him a little slap on the back to hang in there.
Marvin Williams, Bremerton, Washington.
You take the ferry across.
Yes, you do.
And I know you.
I used to live out
that area.
A 1-hour ferry ride. His high school team, Roy Williams, when he was at Kansas, first saw Marvin Williams play as a sophomore. And then, of course, when Roy Williams came to North Carolina, all of a sudden, the Tar Heels got into the picture. And a 9-point North Carolina lead, 9 unanswered. Kyle Lowry protecting it. Randy Foye.
Good kick.
Allen Ray still won't fall.
Well, he got it over the rim, which is he hadn't been able to do that. This should go inside and then make some decisions.
And a foul of frustration.
And Jay not happy either. He's calling timeout. Gather the troops. Foul problems is a dilemma. Inefficient offensive late. Good timeout. If any of them win it or won it in Guy Lewis's case, does that make him a better coach? You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like everybody overlooks the work, the effort. And, you know, he's a guy that's going to be knocking on the door. You know, maybe not each and every year, but they will be there for quite a while. The recruiting, the lineage continues.
Assistant for Dean Smith for 10 years.
Bill Guthridge was alongside of him and then took over.
And he turned down an opportunity to come back to his alma mater and then accepted it when Matt Doherty was let go 2 years ago. Here's a basket by Villanova. That ends an 11-0 run. And Foye has 26 points in this one.
And May was unable to really go after him for fear of another foul. Nice cross and break.
There was Lowry with another steal. That's his 3rd steal of the ball game. Foy, Lowry rebound. Taken down really hard.
Vern, you won't believe what he did. He went after the big guys before he shot the ball. That rebound, hopefully that's just like a bang on the floor. But what an aggressive guy on the basketball floor. This can't be. They've had so many difficulties with injuries. Okay, it's a great sign. Get your breath and get organized. The toughness of this guy is incredible.
Yeah, he really is tenacious. High school coach was Mark Heimerdinger. Jay Wright was telling us yesterday that when he was a high schooler, he played in an all-star game for the same coach.
Because he later had Katina Mobley, or earlier I should say, so pretty good. Archbishop Doherty.
Sean May picked up his fourth. Raymond Felton back on with 4 fouls, and May stays there with 4:14 to go in the ball game. 2 for Kyle Lowry after the hard foul. And here is Marvin Williams.
How about that, boys, huh? A lot of young guys who are taking it right to the rim. They're really jammed up over there, Vern.
Lowry. Now they get it back to Felton's hands. Under 4 to go. 61-54. Villanova jumped out to a 21-9 lead. They were up by 4 at the half. I think depth has worn them down.
Oh, wow.
And shooting like that.
And look at that smile, too, Vern. You gotta love it. Oh, he is some load. And as we noted earlier, the campus has really taken him to their bosom.
Under 3.5. Top-seeded North Carolina. 5th-seeded Villanova. Winner gets Wisconsin on Sunday afternoon.
Nice hands. Nice help down there, Manuel, along with May.
3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. Villanova, North Carolina. Inbound, Nardi finds Randy Foy. Jumper by Foy. Felton with the rebound.
If they don't go down, you're in trouble. You know, early in the game, red hot. Knocking them down.
10-point North Carolina lead. Jackie Manuel, Sean May, McCants, Felton, Marvin Williams on the floor.
And right now they're going to try and shorten the game, get it down around 10. Now they're going to run their offense. High pick and roll. And May goes, look at this lob. Nice. How about that read by Frazier?
Yes, Frazier with the tip and the steal. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Foy. Now here's Kyle Lowry.
Driving against anybody. Oh, Philly tough.
He is something else.
He is extraordinary. Not afraid, unabashed to go to the rim. Playing street ball with his brothers or pick up games with other Philly guys have made me tough. I'm from Philly. And that's his quote.
Lowry with 15 points on his 19th birthday. At the free throw line again. 6 of 9 from the field. He's also chipped in 3 steals and 6 rebounds. But he misses the front end of a 1-and-1. And Raymond Felton brings it up. North Carolina will know they've had a battle tonight.
Jay Wright did a marvelous job, and I know Roy will compliment him. They're just not the physical equipment to compete up front, change the defenses, just extraordinary. And it should be noted, longtime assistant to Roy at Kansas, and a great help to us. Our preparation gives us a lot of insight into what they're trying to accomplish. You can't do it alone. You mentioned Freddie Hill on the other side with that staff. Fred County, Eddie Pickney alluded to. A lot of work goes in.
Nardi's 3 revives Villanova's hopes. Skip pass. May into the hands of Melvin Scott, the senior.
Keep the ball moving is what they're trying to do. Good pressure and denial.
Rashad McCants.
Look at him. He really knows. Doesn't he how to react?
There's Lowry, took the flop.
Oh, and he's a tough kid. He just grabbed Williams' leg as he ran by.
Jackie Manuel line.
Look at this kid is extraordinary.
Here's Lowry, right side, and a foul is called. Will shoot free throws.
And Lowry doesn't get tired. Look at, they're hugging him out there. He deserves it. And this has just been a magnificent effort, complimenting the preparation, the understanding of how to win this game or try and win the game.
Allen Ray, 2 shots. First attempt at a free throw tonight. 82.5% for the season. Could make it a 1-possession game.
There you go. If you're struggling, and Jay just pointing it to the head, hang in there, be tough. Guys that get you this far.
Allen Ray gets 2 free throws, a 7-0 run, and Villanova is back within 3. Ball is touched last.
Who's in this thing? Lowry. I mean, he almost came with that. Frazier jumped in front, and Lowry just darted underneath.
1:12 to go. North Carolina seemingly in command at 64-54. With 7 unanswered by the Wildcats.
They need to score, Vern. They've got to attack, I think.
There's another Lowry attempt at the steal, but Williams gets it back. Raymond Felton has fouled out. So Melvin Scott, under a minute to go. 64-61.
Down to 7.
5 on the shot clock. McCants rolls out. Rebound Villanova. Nardi 2-on-2. Bounce pass. Foul. Foy at the line.
Nardi had great control. He made the guy extend himself on that bounce pass. A great fill. And right now you can see Carolina seeing it slip away a little bit by that facial look on Felton.
Rashad McCants, Melvin Scott, Sean May, Marvin Williams, and Jackie Manuel on the floor for North Carolina. Well, and for Villanova, it's going to be Ray, Foy, Kyle Lowry, Nardi, and Jason Frazier. So 4 men, 6'3" or smaller.
I'm just thinking, you don't need the program. You know, they don't list heart in the program. They list inches. And these kids have come with a lot. A big Valentine. I'd watch out for Lowry if this is missed, too. I mean, he's up front there next to Williams.
Curtis Sumter, injured knee last week, torn ACL. Short.
They're going the other way. Violation, ran across. He knew it was short. Now they're going to try and get their Nardi's trying to get their defense set up.
39.2 remaining in a 2-point North Carolina lead. Nardi called for the lane violation. Now Jay Wright says we'll do a little pressure here. Sean made an inbound.
I don't know what he's asking about. Maybe the clock. Gets a free timeout here. Jay Wright, that is.
As his groups gathered around. 64-62.
You know what I think, Vern? The ball hit the rim, was touched and all. Maybe the clock, yeah, they just put a second on it.
Back to an even 40 seconds.
Everything counts. We've seen a lot of crazy things.
An underdog Villanova Wildcat team.
He's going to play straight up.
Melvin Scott, Sean May. Back to Scott. 30 seconds to go.
See, now, I'm thinking, why not do it in the backcourt? And that's Nardi's 5th, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes.
65%.
Yep.
And you got to knock these down if you're going to move on.
First attempt tonight in a 2-point game. Smooth.
early. Got to make them. That's what that's the name of the game coming down the stretch. Decides the winner.
Got them both.
Now they've got to force Villanova to use a lot of clock. They don't want to foul. And Villanova needs the quick hitter and get themselves set defensively. Look at this.
Kyle Lowry spin out to Randy Foy. There's Scott defensively. Foy penetrates, lost control of it, and is fouled as he goes up.
Well, Manuel there. And Roy saying, relax. This team puts so much pressure on you, Villanova, with the dribble. You know they can shoot the deep one, Vern, but if you come too close, they've got strength and speed with the bounce.
That puts Randy Foy at the line. 4 of 5 tonight.
There you go. Now they know exactly what they want to do. Get themselves set, try and get a steal on the inbounds, and then just follow through and give it. And look at the follow, and they come up with it.
Will Sheridan with a rebound. 13 seconds to go. Time called, Villanova.
Wow, what a good move by Jay Wright. They need the 3, and they've got ample people, Vern, to discuss the first, second, and third option. Back screen and a pop.
Allen Ray, penetration, and a shot. No.
I know they're upset, but I think it was the right call.
Another look.
Now the crowd doesn't like this. Let's see. Count the pivot feet. 3.
Now you see Williams at 84%. Sean May will inbound it to McCants, and he's fouled with 7.6 remaining.
Oh, that's would you say it's a Syracuse influence crowd, maybe? Rudy, here at the home of the Orangemen.
Randy Foy fouls out with 28 points, one shy of his season high tonight.
And you got a 71% free throw shooter going to the line, and McCants. Wow, did they make it right to the end? And big free throws now for Carolina.
Rashad McCants at the line where he's been perfect this evening. He's 8 of 8. Randy Foy, 28 points. Baker Dunleavy is on the floor. Number 22 of the familiar Dunleavy family. Brother Mike, of course, played at Duke. Father Mike
wasn't a bad player to father either.
No, not at all.
And of course,
here's McCants.
Too.
Ooh. Well,
the push now. You got to be prepared.
7.6 to go. .6. Dunleavy will inbound. Finds Fraser. Here's Kyle Lowry. Jumper. Yes!
This kid's unbelievable.
That's only the 5th three-pointer he's made all year.
And look at this steal.
Ray. 1.8 to go.
He's going to call the next timeout. Roy wants the timeout.
That's their last. They bring Jason Fraser at 6'10" up to guard the inbound play.
Take the vision away.
May heaves it. There it is.
Smart. Got to go the other way. You don't want to foul, though, Manuel.
Lowry at the buzzer. This one is over.
Wow, Jay Wright and your team. Magnificent effort. And Roy Williams, a good test for your club.